Hi there, my name is This Ninja Nerd, and this is part 2 of Deep Dive on Britney Spears' Lost album, The Original Doll, and the song Mona Lisa. So, we're going to be going over the music video. Someone on TikTok made a music video that they took the Break the Ice music video and they overlaid it with the demo song for Mona Lisa. It's very surreal and eerie how they sync up. So, let's go through it. In my original video, I actually just put the video up, but it got taken off online very, very fast. I am going to freeze and give commentary throughout this video so we can watch it together, and hopefully that stays online. If not, don't fuck with me, internet. I'll make even more fucking content about this fucking subject. This would have been a banging fucking album. Let's just fucking say what it was, okay? This is another fucking travesty on pop culture history. First off, from an editing perspective, did you see that fucking sync right there? This is the original video for it. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why is it like this weird Korean kind of thing, right? Well, it's probably because she was going AWOL. It's a very weird time in Britney Spears' life. She's at the height of her career. This is 2004, beginning of 2005. She has just produced 4 back-to-back #1 albums in America. That's kind of amazing. That's kind of unheard of. She's, bigger than Taylor Swift at this point because Taylor Swift's first album did not even reach #1. So why would her record album or a record label not back her on this? The way that this looks like it's Korean style means that she paid an independent studio to make this video because she had a very high concept direction in her head, but she couldn't execute it probably because they wouldn't financially back her. They later claim like, oh no. But you know what seems more probable? That they heard Break the Ice and they're like, damn, that's a banging song. But you know what? She's not going to work with us because she's mad at us since, we scrapped her album and we fucked over this Blackout rollout. So let's instead use the video that she tried to make herself and just put it with the song. Nobody will know. Because let me just tell you, I looked up the studio that did this. This is their biggest fucking project. They made a couple other like little small shits, but that's kind of weird. Like Sony Music Group, that's all you could afford? Or what would make more sense, Britney Spears. When you went AWOL, is that what you could afford? Because that makes more sense than Sony, you cheap ass bitches. The fuck? I don't like how everyone has this idea of Britney Spears. They even have the idea of her baby voice, which was not actually her real voice. Now, you can interpret this 2 ways. You can interpret this as like the clone Britney Spears is like, I'm taking over. Or how I interpret it is 2004 to 2008 is the first time that Britney Spears, let's get all a horoscope here, is like a fire sign. I am. This is me. I'm taking control. I'm calling the fucking shots. You can see in her email to Sam Levy. Sorry, I meant Lufty, but that motherfucker's not important enough for me to reshoot. You can see it to her emails to producers and directors at this time. She was like, it's not like before. I'm calling the shots. I make the decisions. This is my fucking life. Ultimately, it doesn't end up well for her. It's really actually sad because it seems like the moment in her life where she's like, I would like to be in control of my own fucking life and my own narrative is when they're like, oh, no, the fuck you won't. They come back harder. Her spell, probably the career that they lined up for her this whole time that wasn't really her. This period they like to label as messy Britney Spears, but I call it real Britney Spears and it's my favorite. Like she fucking fires Larry Rudolph during this time. He doesn't even fucking know until like some like reporter was like, you were fired, right? Right here. And he's like, the fuck? I'll have receipts and screenshots later, but this is just a fast video that I'm making right now because I'm pissed off. In the album that preceded this, which is In the Zone, that was the first time that Britney was actually taking more creative control. It's a little instance of it. She wrote every time. She did the melody for every time. She actually worked with that songwriter again for this album. Several songs that have been released. Now, is Britney talking about actually being physically cloned or is it a play on words? Like, have you heard of AI clones? Such a thing. A lot of influencers have been approached by it. Some influencers have partaken where you can be cloned. Your personality can be cloned, your likeness, your voice, all that stuff. Say I were to do this thing. They could clone me and then I could have that clone interact with you guys. Kind of like, I think Kylie Jenner did it recently. Where it's like the AI clone's like, I'm not Kylie. I'm like, your big sister. Shut the fuck up, Kylie, Kendall, whatever the fuck your name is. I don't give a shit. I don't want your essence or your clone. Essentially, Britney Spears probably was AI clone. Oh, also, my good friend Britney's Mysterious Britney on Instagram actually showed one of the first instances of deep fake or AI generated content using Britney Spears' likeness. It is a 2007 Good Morning America guest feature. So.
Good morning, America. I'm excited to tell you on Tuesday morning, March 29th,
Like, do you see how her voice sounds fucking weird? And like, do you see the mouth? There's these lines like that we see in the deepfake videos nowadays.
I'll be performing for the first time ever in a special concert, and I promise you, it'll be a morning to remember.
This is 2005, 2004 again. You see the editing? This is syncing up way too perfectly well. So what's actually really interesting is that they actually re-released this song in Britney Spears' Chaotic, the show with her and Kevin Federline, and they changed the words. Where it says she's been cloned, it's been changed to she's gone, she's gone. Watch this. When the bomb executes. Clone, she's been cloned. Look at the beats match up with the fucking music video. That's not nothing. You know how hard it is to get beats to match up to videos? By the way, this evil villain guy, I want you to look at him again before she makes out with this like ugly ass old dude. People think like he's hot and shit, and I'm like, no, he looks fucking evil from the get-go. I know what she was fucking going for. Look at him, right? You know who he has a striking resemblance to? You ever seen Vicky T's dad? Let me put a picture up of Peter Asher. Vicky T, by the way, was Britney's infamous assistant during the time where she met Sam, who, by the way, her dad was one of the head honchos at Sony Music Group. This is like Korean animators being like, okay, well, they told us to make this guy the villain, but we're Korean animators, so we're going to make him hot as shit. Because everything in Korean animation is hot as shit. I don't think this man is hot, but I think this would be the version of him if he was hot as shit. Just think about it. Also, I didn't read too deep, but there's something about him and the Beatles, and we all know about Paul McCartney, right? So kind of seems like this isn't his first fucking rodeo if we're all thinking the same thing. Look at that. Look at the stinking. It gets even more eerie. There's a part where like it's just opera music and it syncs perfectly with the video, and I think it's coming up soon. Right here. This syncing of the music, that's not. You can't tell me this video was not made for this song and they just kept it in the vault and reused it. Perfect editing syncing. Try to take this off the internet because I put my fucking face here, bitch. Okay. Let me know your thoughts and let's see if this stays on the internet, you guys.